So I haven't actually been able to follow the Mumkey Jones situation at the moment because there have been so many deplatformings that I've just been too damn busy. But as I understand it, Tim Pool sent me a message saying that Mumkey Jones, his YouTube channels were wiped for being too edgy. I'll try and get a chat with Tim Pool about this tomorrow, so I've got more information. But again, I just want to make people aware that this is happening everywhere as some kind of end-of-year mass purge. So Merry Christmas to Mumkey Jones from Susan Wojcicki. But this is terrible, right? So Mumkey Jones, he's a nice young lad. He's probably like mid-20s, and he makes funny videos about like really dark and depressing subjects, like Elliot Rodgers. He's not on their side. He's not on Elliot Rodgers' side. He's just exploring why he did the things that he did, so other people can just understand them. And his videos were really informative because he actually read his goddamn manifesto, so he understood how he thought. And he made like dark comedy videos, which I guess were, you know, his way of expressing how he feels about the world. And I watched his video that he was saying my YouTube channels have gone, which unfortunately I couldn't find just before I made this. But I wanted to go to bed, and like this seemed important. But he looked really like genuinely hit by this, like emotionally hit by this. As in, his YouTube, he had 300,000 subscribers, so he undoubtedly made enough to live on, and that was probably his livelihood. And I guess Patreon as well now, which thank God his community has rallied to him, and they're going to make sure he doesn't starve. But that's only until, in my opinion, Patreon say, you know what, Mumkey, we don't really like your brand, which I think is a distinct danger that everyone is in at this point. So, I mean, mate, I would definitely recommend setting up a Subscribestar. I know that PayPal are doing whatever they can against Subscribestar, but they've got two other methods of payment processing. So it's not just PayPal pulling out that will sync Subscribestar. And again, Tim messaged me saying they might have a solution to that too, but it's too early to say it's too early to have the details for me at the moment. So I would definitely recommend getting over there. Like I said in the video on my main channel, all the pieces are in place for us to actually start doing something actively. And I think just generally, like, non-progressive creators, I think the defining characteristic that's going to see you either in trouble or safe is how compatible you are with Californian culture, the sort of very progressive, shiny, plastic nature of that kind of culture, the way that everything is regulated. If you're not okay fitting into that culture, then you should probably make sure you diversify. Mumkey had his channels wiped. Okay, I mean, he created 2 new channels, they were wiped too, and you'd be like, well, that was in the terms of service. Yeah, but none of this is just, none of this is fair. So maybe this should be taken into account. And people will probably think, well, it's just bots doing it. You know, I don't think it is. I think that, like Patreon said, we're keeping a watch on your entire online presence to keep a track of your brand. I think that's, again, and then the only reason I think is because Jack Conte said, well, we all hang out, we all chat, and we all share. I think that they're all going to be well aware of the way that things are done in other companies. And I think that you'll probably start seeing this kind of attitude expand rather than contract. And so, yeah, I mean, I'm really glad that you're going to be okay financially, at least for the time being. But don't rely on Patreon, in my opinion, and be prepared to move to another platform if and when the worst happens. Especially when you reach your Patreon goal, which is, I will upload all my Elliot Rodger videos to Pornhub. I mean, that's funny, but and again, these are obviously he's BitChute, but I'm sure he is using BitChute. But it seems that kind of Silicon Valley is going to some kind of bunker mode. There is obviously a massive amount of unrest and uproar about this, and yet they're essentially not addressing the core issues. I mean, look at the YouTube Rewind video. They're not addressing the core issues, that is Silicon Valley's disconnection from the rest of the world and their belief that they can make the world a better place. They won't talk about it. And it looks like they're about to start making sacrifices for it. So, good luck. Again, just fucking good luck, and just be on all platforms so we can all figure out where everyone's gone, because for fuck's sake, I enjoy Mumkey's videos. There are lots of my favourite creators getting deplatformed, and it's really bothering me. Like, I don't watch every video, obviously, of any creator, to be honest, but I watched one of his the other day where he had some bloody just ape model, and then himself in a thing. But it was a weirdly intense video about like a fictional fancy, you know, just a story, like dark satire of the idea of this monkey going on a rampage and stuff, and it was genuinely hilarious and weirdly gripping. And I'm kind of annoyed that YouTube are now going to prevent me from being able to see that in future. So now I'm going to have to follow him on BitChute. Now I'm going to have to figure out how to subscribe to people on BitChute. You might think, well, that's probably easy, and it probably fucking is. But I'm completing my transition into a boomer, so